Hey guys, this is Dave back in the Pipe is Right. It's a gray day here in Seattle. It was pretty warm yesterday, and today it's back to being kind of chilly. Although I'm kind of a skinny little wuss. Today's video is going to be a response video to Wandering Recluse's question, or kind of two-part question. And it's on his two-part question. I'll put a link to it. Is about what fantastic pipe smoking archetype would you be? You could choose anything. And what archetype are you in reality, or slash, like what archetype are you trying to portray? I'll answer the second part first, just because I think it's a little bit easier. I'm really bad at portraying things. You know, what wow. Whoa. Garbage truck. Awesome. That's what happens when you live in the city. Anywho, so I'd have to answer the question in like what type of archetype am I actually, and I would have to go with I really use pipe smoking as mostly a contemplative endeavor. Even when I do it with friends, I like to be talking and thinking deeply about something, typically theology or philosophy. I like thinking about science as well. So I'm probably the hopeless pipe smoking contemplative. So I want to say before I answer the next part that I've done a lot of study in archetypes. I really like archetypal portraits and what have you in mythology. I really like what types and typology and archetypes and what have you. I really love how that influences and affects literature, especially in ancient writings. I don't know, for you theology buffs out there, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Tim Keller, who runs a large Presbyterian church in New York City. And he has a kind of a bit on how Christ is the true and better characters from the Old Testament. So he'll say Christ is the true and better David, the true and better Abraham, the true and better so on and so forth. And what he's getting at is that those Old Testament characters were allusions to and foreshadowing of a better, a truer version of themselves, made perfect in Christ. So, you know, suffice it to say, I really like archetypes, and I love to study it. I find it fascinating. To say that, if I had to say what my personal archetype would be pipe smoking, I probably have two, and they're both from the same book, and they're both from the same world and same story. But I really like the. This is gonna make me look like such a dork. I really like Lord of the Rings. I find that I like it better in movie format. Although I really like the books, I really like the study of Tolkien himself more than anything. But I would have to say that I'm a big Gandalf fan. So on one side of my brain, I really relate with Gandalf as a smoker, and being able to like shoot fireballs from my eyes would be sweet too. And I think Gandalf kind of lines up with the contemplative side of my understanding of pipe smoking. The other character, and some of you might say Frodo or Bilbo, or... Actually, I don't think Frodo smokes in the book. Pippin and Merry do. At least that's what they portray them doing in the movie. Now I can't remember. No, I'm not like any of those characters. If I could be any other one, and I'd probably be this one more than even Gandalf. But that would be Strider. Again, and I can't remember if this is something that you portray him doing in the movie. I'm pretty sure it's something from the first book, where they first run into him and they see him smoking a pipe in the corner in the Prancing Pony. I really like that scene in the movie where you see him and he's got the hood and it's deep and it's shadows all around him and he's puffing on the pipe and you can only see his face because of the glow of the pipe. That's pretty rad. Or maybe that's a piece of art. Now I don't remember, but I like that. Wandering the countryside, slamming swords into people's faces. Orcs. I've played a lot of tabletop role-playing games, so this really makes me look like a nerd. It's no surprise, honestly. I'm smoking Margate. Penzance is not the only good English from Esoterica. Alright, that's it for me. Maybe I'll do another video. Maybe I'll review Margate. Have a good one.